Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2026 for Citizens High School.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. My name is Yvonne Versage, and I am the affiliate manager of Citizen High School. Today, we are here to honor this happy milestone in the lives of our graduates. After years of countless questions, probably a few doubts, and many discoveries and insights, each of these graduates have persisted through unique challenges to emerge a more knowledgeable and skilled person than when they first arrived in high school. As we begin today's graduation ceremony, I ask that you observe the courtesies appropriate to this day when our graduates receive their diplomas. Please remain in your seats for the ceremony and do not stand in the aisles. These are essential safety measures to ensure each graduate is visible to their guests. Official photographs are being taken and the ceremony is being recorded. So please refrain from obstructing other views during the ceremony. Now please rise and remain standing as we will now play the U.S. National Anthem. Please remain. Now, because we have such a large attendance from the country of Ecuador, we thought it would only be right to play the Ecuadorian national anthem as well. seated. Beautiful. I am delighted to introduce the Director of Strategic Partnerships and Initiatives of Citizen High School, Mr. Brian Morris, who will proceed over today's commencement exercises. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Morris.
Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome, by the way. All right, let me get to my notes here. Graduates, faculty, and honor guests, on behalf of the entire CHS family, I am pleased to welcome you to our summer 2026. And by the temperature outside, you can tell it is very much summer. Graduation ceremony. All right, pause. Hey, all right. There's a question in here that says, are you all excited? I don't even need to ask that because I was watching you guys. I could tell. You're excited. You're excited. All right. I don't know if it's because you're in Florida. It's great. It's right by the beach here. You're on a beautiful campus. Or that it is a great, momentous occasion. All of it could be combined. But I'm glad you're here. First off, I want to introduce the members of our platform party that are seated over here to the right. We have Yvonne Rexach. You've already met her. I have a very special guest for you guys, Dr. Jessica Howe. She is the Dean of Global Education at Flagler College, and she will be your keynote speaker today. And then finally, but certainly not least, Andres Artuanga. FYI, I did take 4 years of Spanish. I did not pay attention at all in class. I am sorry. By the way, I will not be announcing the names either. They'll be pronounced correctly. All right. Thank you for joining us this evening to celebrate a remarkable achievement in our lives of our graduates. Ceremonies like this date back to the 12th century, actually. We are a long ways away from the 12th century, and for the record, I was not alive during that time frame, despite the long, growing hairline here. But the purpose of today's ceremony remains the same, and that is to acknowledge a commitment to learning, a commitment to making a better life for you, and a commitment to making a better life for your community, whether that's local or 10,000 miles away. It doesn't matter. Your community is where you make it. So let me be the first today to say congratulations. Today, we're going to celebrate graduates from across the globe. Many students are embarking on the initial part of their life's journey. For some of you, that journey starts right here in Jacksonville. For others, that journey is in Ecuador, or maybe it's in Italy. It could be anywhere. Many of you do not know this, but Citizens High School has been around since 1981. Yes, even before there was such thing as an online class. We still were utilizing books, paper, pencil, abacuses, pony mail systems, everything. We now have had graduates from nearly 50 different nations, have graduated over 10,000 students, and those graduates have ranged in age from 16 to 82. Citizens High School is truly achieving its mission of providing high-quality high school diplomas that lead to social and economic mobility across the globe for people of all ages. As for all of our graduates, we look forward to our future and what that future beholds. And having worked with many of these graduates, I can tell you it's a brighter future. It truly is an exciting time for Citizens High School. I would be remiss if I did not mention our incredible partnership with the University of North Florida. This partnership has allowed us to open the doors of U.S. higher education to move international students by providing them exposure to college-level courses, improving their academic resumes, and being able to reduce the overall cost of attendance, and therefore potentially opening the doors of studying abroad. I'd also like to acknowledge one of our guests today. He's sitting up here, Andres, again, from Education Abroad Latin America. His organization's mission is to bring access to the U.S. education system across Latin America. For many of the students here today, it is the partnership between Education Abroad and Citizens High School that has made this event possible. We look forward to our continued partnership and growth, both within Ecuador and throughout all of Latin America. There's no more alignment between two organizations than that of Citizens High School and Education Abroad and their commitment to bringing global education across the globe. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the staff and leadership of Citizens High School on the continual innovation and evolution of the school. These are certainly changing times within the world, becoming smaller by the day, and the emergence of artificial intelligence, in which education must always try to keep up. I feel as though CHS has done an incredible job of helping students to prepare for the world globally and embrace the changes that AI has brought, both in a positive and negative way. The conferral of diplomas today is a testament to the extraordinary relationship between your teachers and the students. For centuries, teachers have provided their students with the intellectual curiosity necessary to meet the challenges of that age and to effect changes that will be necessary in the future. There's another group I'd like to recognize, as I am sure our graduates will attest to this. Today would not have been possible without the sacrifices, the support, and the understanding of their families and friends. It starts at the home. And if you haven't heard it already, families, thank you. And in Spanish, gracias. I remember that one. With the family members, mentors, friends, administrators at their local schools, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, if they're here, please stand to be recognized. Graduates, recognize the Thank you. Our commencement today is only a moment in time and is a celebration of the years-long effort that these graduates have placed on this program. And as they prepare to take on the responsibility in continuing their education in a rapidly changing world, I take this moment to celebrate and congratulate you on the success. You should take pride in all that you have accomplished here. It is no small feat. And we know that you will carry on the name of Citizens High School on every step on your life's journey. I leave you with words of wisdom that hopefully will help you in your personal and professional lives. I will start by sharing a couple sayings that I love. 20 minutes of doing something is more valuable than 20 hours of thinking about it. And overthinking can create problems that don't exist. Clear thinking creates paths that didn't exist before. This is your moment. Don't get stuck overthinking of what comes next. Take action. Step forward, because the value lies in what you do, not in what you think about doing. Today, you stand at the start of a new path. Trust in the foundation you've built and take that first step boldly. Graduates, I encourage you to keep rising, keep learning, and keep making a difference in your community and your world. And on behalf of Citizens High School, I wish you well on the rest of life's journey. Congratulations. I now get the distinct honor to call up Dr. Jessica Howe, Dean of Global Education at Flagler College, where I get the privilege and honor to also teach. Not as good as Dr. Howe by any means, okay? Mine's more just for comedy relief. She will be providing a much more eloquent keynote speech. Dr. Howe, the floor is yours.
Hello. Thank you all so much for inviting me to join you tonight on this fantastic accomplishment. I love graduation ceremonies. I don't know a single one of you graduating, but I was teary-eyed watching you all get your caps and gowns on and try to get the hair and make your cap stay on. I love it because it is such an amazing accomplishment. And so I want to take just a minute and give you guys applause again. So let's hear it for our graduates. So you will remember very little about what any of us have said tonight, because right now you're probably already thinking about your next steps and what foods you're going to eat after this and getting the hat off because your hair is probably getting all messed up. So I promise we'll just be here for about an hour. I'm just kidding. So I'm going to just give you guys a couple of things that I have learned in my time, both as a parent. I do have 4 children. 2 have graduated from college, and 2 are in their way. But I also have been teaching since 2003. So between parenting and teaching, I have learned quite a lot of lessons. And I find now that students could really use a couple of basic lessons. So way back when I had my first child, we used to read to her every night. And we had books. We could have chosen a different book every night and still had open books at the end of the year. We had so many books. But she grabbed onto this one book, and parents, you probably know that the kids find their favorite book, and she wanted us to read it every night. And the name of the book was called The OK Book by Todd Parr. It's just a little board book. It wasn't a chapter book. It had bright pictures on it and like one sentence on each page. But the book kind of goes over a couple of things that it's okay. So, for example, it's okay to have straight hair. It's okay to have curly hair. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to sing out loud. I mean, if you have a good voice, sure. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay to sing out loud. It's okay to dream big. And it's okay to come from a different place. And so we grew up kind of like, this was our mantra with our kids. It's okay. It's okay. Little did I realize that this would become kind of a motto that I would pass on to students. And so I wanted to share a couple of okays that I would love for you to just remember as you embark on this next journey. So there's only 5 of them. So the first one I would say is it's okay to not know what you're doing. The number one question that everybody is probably asking you right now is, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? What are you going to be? It's okay to say, I don't know. My grandmother used to say, when people would ask, well, what are you going to do to make money? She used to say, your answer should be, unless you're going to help, you don't really need to know. So that was a little rough, but you could answer something like that. But I would just say, very few people know when they graduate what they want to do, what they want to study. And it's okay to say, I don't know. It's okay to say, I'm figuring it out. It is okay to not know what you are going to do. Sometimes we do our best learning when we have no idea what we're doing. Sometimes those school projects you had to do where you were like, oh my gosh, I don't like history. I hate American history. I don't know anything about American history. You might have learned the most because you went into it having no idea what you were doing, and so you had a clean slate. So that expression, you might have seen this, like people wearing shirts that say, not all who wander are lost. It's okay to sometimes be on your own little journey and not know what you are doing. This is how we learn. It's okay to not know what you are doing as long as you're thinking about where you're wanting to go. Okay, so that's our first okay. It is okay to not know what you are doing. The second thing, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask questions. So It's okay if you don't know the answers. If somebody gives you an assignment or they ask you to do something at work and you have no idea what they're talking about, it is okay to not know the answer and to ask for help. It is not okay to use as an excuse to not learn. You've never done many of the things you're about to do. You've never done them before, right? Some of you might have to go to a doctor's office and fill out a form, and they might ask you a question, like what happened to my daughter the first time she went to the doctor by herself. And there was a question on it that says, do you have an advance directive? And she sent me a picture of it, and she put a question, and she's like, do I have this? And I said, well, do you know what it is? And she said, no. I said, well, it means you have a living will. What does that mean? And I explained that to her. And she goes, well, do I have that? And I said, well, have you written one? And she said, no. Well, then you don't have one. But she didn't know if she had one, but she asked the question. So it is okay for you to ask a question. It is okay to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for clarification. Ask somebody to show you. It's okay if somebody gets annoyed at your question. It's okay if they roll their eyes and say something under their breath. Everybody should appreciate you asking questions to gain knowledge. So it is okay to ask questions so that you can get help. It's not okay to not do something because you don't know how to do it. Third okay. It is okay to change your mind. So parents, like, close your ears for a minute, because sometimes parents don't like it when students change their mind. My son transferred colleges 3 times, and I work at a college, and he changed 3 times. And where did he end up? At the college I told him he should have started at. Okay? See, moms are always right. So it's okay if you change your mind. So for those of you that if somebody says, what are you going to do after graduation? And you have this whole 5-year plan, it's okay if you change your mind later. So you might think that you want to go to college. You get to college and you're like, I don't want to do this. It's okay. It's okay if you think you don't want to go to college, and then later on you decide to go back to college. It's okay to change your mind. It is okay for you to change your mind and to change course. So it's not okay to live in a season of regret because you wish you would have changed your mind. So it's okay to change your mind. Number 4, it's okay to be uncomfortable. So this is something I say all the time. I take students to countries outside of the U.S. That's my goal, is to get students to go outside of the U.S. I've gamified my own travel. I have gone to 43 countries. I'll be at 45 in May. My goal is to get to as many as I can, right? And I tell students, it's okay to be uncomfortable. I want them to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Right? Right now, we're all pretty uncomfortable. You know, there's a reason why this started in the 12th century, because they needed some way to keep warm. This thing, like, we're sweating bullets right now in our gowns, right? We're uncomfortable. But it's okay to be uncomfortable because you don't know. It's okay to be uncomfortable because you don't understand somebody's language. It's okay to be uncomfortable because you don't like the way they're doing something. It's okay. But what you need to do is think about, why does that make you feel uncomfortable? And reflect on that and to grow from that. Because when we think about why we're uncomfortable, it helps us to learn why we think that way and how we can change our approach. That's what gives us global awareness. And obviously, overseeing global education at a college, I want students to be more globally aware. So it's okay for you to be uncomfortable, because when we are uncomfortable, it forces us to adjust to mishaps, find solutions, and move forward, right? So it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's not okay to complain about being uncomfortable and not do anything to think about why you're uncomfortable. And then finally, and I think this is a big one, not just for you guys, but for all of us, it's okay to fail. Right? It's okay to fail. The author of the book that we read to my daughter, 2014, he wrote a new book titled, It's Okay to Make Mistakes. Again, a little kid's book. So he understood what was turning into our society, that we don't want to fail, that fear of failure, right? It's okay to fail. Success is ingrained on us from such a young age. We have to be better, do better, outsmart, outscore, outrun, grow, out earn, right? We have to be the best at everything. It's okay if we fail, because when we fail, we learn, and we try, and when we try, we learn something. For any of you that like to go lift weights in the weight room, sometimes you lift to failure, right? You do a set until you can't do it anymore, and then you go back another time and you do the same exercise, and this time you're like, oh, first time I could only do 9, now I can do 10. Because when we recognize our failure, that's how we grow. Each time you fail, your threshold increases if you continue up with it. So I would like to remind you all, as you celebrate today, as you're going to have all your pictures, and you're going to just be so excited for what you've done, because you should be excited. This is a major accomplishment, and I'm so honored to be a part of this with you guys. It's okay to not know what you're doing. It's okay to ask for help and ask questions. It's okay to change your mind. It is okay to be uncomfortable, and it's okay to fail. Congratulations to you all.
Okay. This is the moment that you all have been waiting for. Will the graduates from Citizens High School please rise and remain standing? On behalf of the faculty and leadership of Citizens High School, I recommend these candidates for diploma. Will the diploma candidates please come forward to receive their diplomas? There you go.
Okay, first graduate, Joab Alejandro Salazar Castro. Naomi Martina Sánchez Prado. Juan Sebastián Montero Salazar. Emma Cristina Ulloa Saltos. Ariel Sebastián Conquiche Villegas. Sebastián Eduardo Astudillo.
Congratulations.
Amy Benalcanzar Polanco.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Eduarda Galzón.
Congratulations.
Laura Paulette Plaza Ayala. Samuel Fernando Riera. Andrés Taylen Rivadeneira Yahaya.
Congratulations.
Y Melanie Tabango.
Congratulations.
Right?
Yeah, just say we have a few online.
We have a few graduates who are virtually also online, and they are Emilia Ahmed Ibrahim Mohammed, Kuratul Ain Khan, Zach Martin, and Rachel Ravi Kumar. think you're here.
Yep. Okay. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Graduates, if you'll just stand for me one last time here. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Florida, upon the recommendation of the faculty and concurrence of the Citizens High School leadership team, I hereby confer upon you the title of high school graduate, for which you have qualified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Everyone, I present to you the Citizens High School Summer of 2026 graduating class. Congratulations. So, CHS, Citizens High School, basically kind of has a lifelong warranty. It's a limited warranty, by the way, but it's a lifelong warranty on your diploma. And what I mean by that is if you ever need help, we are always here for you. You don't even have to keep the receipt, by the way. So if you ever need any support, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are there for you. Now, everyone else in the audience, please stand and remain standing in front of your seats until the recessional concludes. Graduates, after the platform party has left, please follow behind. The ushers will help guide you. And then we will conclude this ceremony. Thank you all.